Welcome everyone, it is week one of the fact sheets for the upcoming Highlands Fishing Pack, which is going to release November 4th, 2025. You can go ahead and pre-order that. You can either get the Highlands Fishing edition of the game if you don't own the game already, and that will include the Highlands Fishing Pack with it, or you can go ahead and get just the Highlands Fishing Pack down below, or you can get the Year 1 Season Pass, and it will include the first 3 DLCs plus the Highlands Fishing Pack. So the first 3 DLCs are already released. The next set pack, which came out in March of this year, the Plains and Prairies pack, which came out in June, and lastly, the Mercedes-Benz Truck pack, which came out September 9th. And if you want to check those out, I've got videos out showing off those. So if you want to see if it's actually worth it, might be worth checking out. And then when November 4th rolls around, you get access to the Highlands Fishing Pack as well. If you buy the Year 1 Season Pass instead of buying all these separately, you save about 25% of your money, which is it's significant. So it's definitely worthwhile. But yeah, we have some good fact sheets here to take a look at, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at those. And again, you can use code FarmerCop in the links down below to pre-order this. And there should be a pre-order discount for the Highlands Fishing Pack down below. But yeah, let's get into our fact sheet. So here's our first one. I really like that they're changing up some of the detail. I really like the fact sheets, the way these ones look. I don't know, they're some of my favorite. So we actually have a few things going on right here. The New Holland T8000 series, that's the tractor right there. It's kind of a more old school New Holland. Again, it is a tractor. It is going to cost a starting price of $111,500 to buy. Has between 281 and 359 horsepower, so quite a bit actually. It's a power shift transmission, holds 682 liters of fuel, and it will drive at 50 kilometers per hour or 31 miles per hour, and weighs between 9.1 and 11.2 tons. Then we get to kind of the seating setup here. So on the back of this guy right there, this guy right here in the back, the seater that it has in the back, that is the Vaderstad Proceed V24, which is going to be a seater. It will cost you $135,000, which is kind of funny because it costs more than the tractor. It requires 300 horsepower or 221 kilowatts of power to pull it. Has a capacity of 2,200 liters of just seed, so it doesn't do fertilizer as well. It weighs 10.1 tons. It has a 6-meter working width and will work at 17 kilometers per hour and 10 miles per hour. Now here's where it gets kind of cool. So this is, yes, a seeder, but it's also a planter. It will do wheat, barley, oats, canola, long grain rice, oilseed radish, and grass, and I believe peas and spinach. I believe those are all the cedar crops. And then right here, across here, we have corn now, sorghum, sunflower, soybean, sugar beets, cotton, and green beans, which are all done by a planter normally. So this is pretty effective just because it can do all those different crops, which is honestly really cool. So I like that in a base game seeder. I know there's modded seeders out there, but if you want to play realistic and you wanted to have a seeder that does everything, this is perfect for that. So that's really cool, actually. And then here's another thing, the FH2200, which is this piece of equipment right there. You can barely see the FH2200 on there. It's basically just a front seed tank. That guy is going to cost you $23,000 to buy. Also holds 2,200 liters. Weighs between 600 and 950 kilograms, but here's the kicker. It does seed and fertilizer. So I'm not sure if you filled this up with fertilizer, you might be able to do this with a seed and fertilizer setup. I'm honestly not sure. I think that'd be cool if that's how that works. I can't guarantee that. It could just be it also holds fertilizer if you wanted to use it with a fertilizer spreader or something like that. So I'm not sure, but I'm going to hope it does. It allows us to do fertilizer as well, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that. We just have another picture of that right here. Again, I'm just going to show you everything that I've been sent over. Here we have another look at the fact sheets here, so we kind of see them folded up in the store, which is kind of nice. We have this kind of angle as well, and I just want to look at I want to pull back up my on my other screen here. I wanted to see where we're at. Okay, perfect. Just wanted to keep an eye on where we were at. But yeah, so you got that. We've seen this picture before. This is just a little bit closer look at that as well. And then here is the next fact sheet. So here, beautiful JCB. We've got the JCB Fast Track 8000 Icon Series. It is a tractor, $224,000 to buy. Has between 306, well, that's the starting price, I should say. It has between 306 and 348 horsepower. Has a variable CVT transmission. Holds 600 liters of fuel. And will drive drive 70 kilometers per hour to 43 miles per hour. Or, sorry, 70 kilometers per hour or 43 miles per hour. Those are the same. So there you go. So it's a pretty quick tractor, which the JCBs are known for being very fast. And it weighs between 12.4 and 15.3 tons. So good to see that we're going to get some JCBs back in the game for you JCB fans out there. So yeah, I like that a lot. And then we have what it's pulling in the back there. We have the Bunning. This is the Lowlander Wide Body 250 HBD, which is a manure spreader. It's going to cost you $133,500 to buy, which is quite expensive. It requires 221 kilowatts of power or 300 horsepower. It will hold 27,000 liters of manure, which is a decent amount. It weighs 13 tons, has a working width of 24 meters, so also decent, and will run at 16 kilometers per hour or 9 miles per hour. And it'll be about half that speed if you do the double application, because I'm assuming it'll do double application, just like any other spreader will. And if you don't know what that is, if you're using a manure spreader or a slurry digestate spreader, you can have it set to do double application, which means it's going to put down twice as much basically over the same area, because it's going to work at half the speed, and it's going to put 2 fertilizer states down instead of 1. So that's what that means there. We actually have, how many more fact sheets do we got here? I think we just have one more after this one. But you can see we get a little bit better look at that photo there. Take a look at it in action. You get a look at these guys in the store, which let's go to, this one's a little bit better looking at them in the store, a little bit bigger. So again, same information on here, but you at least get to see it in the store there. And you can see that top part, that's going to fold up and shoot up. If you remember back here, that's going to go up, that back part, to start having the manure come out. That's how manure spreaders typically work. And then here we move on to our last fact sheet for this week, which it's exciting that we're getting fact sheets right now, because we still have over a month before this comes out. So it means we're going to get quite a few fact sheets, which would be cool. This is the Skoda Octavia. It is a car, $24,000 to buy, so quite economical. It's going to have 150 to 265 horsepower. I'm assuming that depends on the engine model you choose. Manual transmission, holds 50 liters of fuel, will drive at 140 kilometers per hour or 86 miles per hour, and weighs 1.5 tons. And there it is. You can see someone driving, and they're doing their thing on Kingleg, which, if you haven't checked out the Kingleg video I did yesterday, they released a trailer showing off more of Kingleg, which was pretty cool. So make sure you guys check that out if you have not already. But yeah, so we get a little bit better view of it. Actually, I think we can see a little bit more of the car this way. But yeah, I think it's just kind of more of a basic model from Skoda. That's kind of my understanding for this one. So that's kind of what it just kind of seems to me. I'm not sure if that's actually true or not. You guys can let me know down in the comments if I'm completely wrong. We get a little bit different view of it right here in the store, basically, is kind of what this view is, which actually we have a little bit better view here. This one's a little bit bigger, but yeah, it's decent. If you like your Skoda, or if you don't like your Skoda, it's may or may not be perfect for you. So I don't know where you can go with that, but yeah, that's what I got. So again, just to recap, we've got this guy right here, the New Holland T8000 series with the Vaderstad seeder, which this is actually pretty exciting. I actually really like this tractor, the way that looks. That's a lot of horsepower for a pretty cheap price, and it's just a good looking tractor, and this is a pretty cool seeder here. And then, of course, we have our JCB, free JCB fans out there, and the manure spreader if you're excited about that. And then lastly, of course, we have our, if I can find it, there we go, our Skoda, the Octavia. So there you go. That's what I got for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.